I want to speak this morning on our in-gathering service on the topic of Black and brown lives. Is there a difference? And I'm going to start us off with something a little bit on the funny side. There were two campers that were hiking in the woods when one was bitten in the rear end by a rattlesnake. "I'll go to town for a doctor," says the other guy. He runs 10 miles to a small town to find the town's only doctor. The doctor is in the middle of a child delivery. "I can't leave," the doctor says, "but here's what to do. Take a knife, cut a little X where the bite is, suck out the poison, spit it on the ground." The guy runs back to his friend, who is in agony. "What does the doctor say?" the victim says. The guy says, "You're gonna die." Well, that to me is a pretty hilarious story, and I believe it has some truth about our past, present, and future, because each is filled with people who use those words with real intent on killing someone. I should have been more prepared. It didn't occur to me that we would see another police shooting of another Black man last week, and it caught me again by surprise. The violence catches me by surprise every time. Our church members, Dennis and Kay Wickle, live there in Kenosha, a town that I read is called Kenowhere because nothing ever happens in Kenosha. When I think of places like Kenowhere, it dawns on me that I don't think that racism is bursting at the seams there, but I'd be wrong this time. Kay and Dennis sent me a statement by the Communities United to Serve Humanity there in Kenosha that have spoken out against this violent act in Kenosha. And it is so signed by a multi-faith pack of 16 clergy persons saying that the violence must stop. Watching police videos and other footage, the shooting looks premeditated, with the words, "You're gonna die," suspended above the scene. Just who the "you" is, we don't know until it happens. Last week, police officer Rustin Shesky shot Jacob Blake 4 times in the back. In the ensuing protest, Kyle Rittenhouse killed 2 people. He's in Illinois out on bond. Meanwhile, Jacob Blake lies paralyzed and handcuffed in a hospital bed. It's both tragic and apparently uneven how they're handling the players. Now, I would love not to preach about this. If I don't, I feel like I'm shucking my responsibility to raise consciousness and to arouse discomfort. Covenantal work means getting to the other side of our discomfort. And it mandates that you fight injustice wherever we see it. It's easy preaching about climate and poverty, resilience, love and compassion, animal welfare, stewardship, our mission, and the principles. In reality, all of these issues are about Black and brown lives. And I believe that we must deal with the relevant matters, those that are salient to us in our time and space. Until we inhabit an equitable world, until Black and brown lives get treated the same as white lives, our work is cut out for us, my friends. The dance of privilege that John read from Bill Sinkford, the first African-American president of the UUA, provides a visual image of marginalized people's worlds. And we provided for you in our virtual order of service a link to a similar instrument that can give you a better understanding of the difference between privileged and non-privileged lives. I'm fortunate living in a both and body. I have brown skin, which makes me a minority. And I've been fortunate to have experienced excellent parenting, friendships, mentoring, higher education, professional opportunities, decent looks, at least that's what my wife says, decent personality, common sense, general know-how, and incredible luck. Many Black and brown people miss out on these gifts and opportunities. It's both nature and nurture that explain my family circumstances, passion for learning, and endless curiosity. Yet I'm not Bill Singford, Colin Powell, Chadwick Bronson, Nile Rodgers, or Barack Obama. I have limited capacities. Except for tons of people looking out, I'd probably still be in Columbus, Georgia. We know this about privilege. You can't see it. It's the wizard behind the curtain. Pull back the curtain and you see privilege giving a hand up. Racism and prejudice put a knee on the Black and brown necks and keeps people down. Is there a difference between white lives and Black and brown lives? On a molecular level, no difference exists. The Human Genome Project proves this. No material difference exists between white people's DNA and anyone non-white. On a melanin level, there are tons of differences. Melanin is the brown pigment giving skin its color. If someone wanted me to get technical about it, I can, because melanin is produced through a multi-stage chemical process known as melogenesis, where the oxidation of the amino acid tyrosine is followed by polymerization. Don't ask me to say any more than that. It's a both and situation, my friends. We're both the same and we're different. Difference in skin color evokes privilege. If we were in Asia or Africa, it would be some other difference. Language, tribe, ethnicity. There's always something. As we begin our new church year today with our water ceremony, I invite you to reflect not only about the summer we had, the lovely time we spent quarantined, creatively occupying ourselves, sneaking outdoors for fresh air, and admiring Las Cruces' beauty. Let's offer people a hand up. Black and brown lives matter. And at this point, at this moment, they matter most. We heard Mark Cuban quoted last week, who says, "No one is saying that white lives don't matter, but people of color and those of different ethnicities down throughout our history have been hurt because of their color. And when someone hurts, you help them." As Unitarian Universalists, our message is, you're gonna live. Let's work to make that true and be careful and watch out for those rattlesnakes. Amen, Ashe, and may it be so.